all about driving revenue and growing capital for women. We've been doing this for 3 years, and we've had a lot of fun doing it for the last 3 years. And but Broad Circle is really about you. It's about the broads in this room and the men. And it's about the opportunities to grow your business, to grow your bottom line, to drive your revenue, and to grow your capital. And it's about the relationships and strategies that allow you to do that. So this group will allow you to leverage your money and power, to win that piece of business that will transform your game, to get the deal that is the career builder, to get that CEO, COO, CFO job in the corner office, to get on the board of that for-profit company, to do an IPO, to raise capital for your startup, to sell that business for a bright multiple, and ultimately to become that self-made woman philanthropist. So that's what we're all about. I've been a sponsor of Broad Circle for 3 years. They have incredible programs to support women's leadership. I'm particularly grateful to Angie Wilson, my friend here, who will be moderating the panel tonight. Angie is a senior partner in the audit practice, and I met Angie through the husband. My husband works at a biotech company, and he was useful in introducing me to Angie. So with that, I'd like to bring up April Spencer, who's a partner in the tax practice at Ernst & Young. And she's going to tell us a little about some of the entrepreneurship programs.
Thank you, Daria. I've heard such great things about this program for a Broad Circle for so many years, for the last 3 years. Angie's been trying to get me to these events. Daria commented, I think you paid a couple times and haven't come, so I've tried really hard to be here. So I am really delighted to be here tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Ernst & Young is very proud to sponsor this event and to support women, executives, business leaders, professionals, entrepreneurs, and to support events like this that bring really a truly remarkable group of women together to create those powerful connections and really create opportunities for women. So very proud to be here tonight. I'm going to take a moment to tell you about our Entrepreneur of the Year program. Because frankly, I'd like to see someone in this room win. So for the past 26 years, Ernst & Young has been celebrating entrepreneurs, those people who take that risk it all to found companies, strengthen them, transform them, and a lot of these companies are fast growth companies. It's a competitive business award that is unlike anything else out there. And it's actually judged by an independent panel of judges that are comprised of business leaders, community leaders, and academic leaders. And we actually have one of our esteemed judges on the panel tonight, Julie SCHOENFELD of Perfect Market. Fabulous program, and nominations are open now. They're due by March 9th. And we do have some forms outside, so we do hope that you pick one up along the way. On your way out tonight. The other program I wanted to mention is our Winning Women program. And this is an executive leadership program. It's really designed to connect women entrepreneurs to business advisors, resources and insight to help women really take their businesses to the next stage, to really help them accelerate their growth. Again, what this group is really all about. So the nominations for that program are due by April 30th. So I am planning to stick around after the panel, and if you have any questions about it, please feel free to stop by. But I would love to see some people get nominated, and I hope you take a moment to just think about somebody who might be a great candidate for either of these programs. So thank you.
So tonight's program is a great reminder to me of how rich our community is in Los Angeles of women leaders. We've been doing events pretty much every 6 weeks for the last 3 years. We've never failed to find incredible women leaders in the LA community to bring up here to speak. And the one thing eyes, most of the women who are on the panel speaking over the last 3 years is that they have raised their hand for some level of risk in their career. And that's how they have risen to the top. And there's a high correlation between risk and reward. So high risk equals outsized rewards. Low risk is not so rewarding in the long run, right? And so the reality is that one of the characteristics of women leaders is that they are willing to take some degree of risk. And so with that, I think that's also our panel tonight. When I think about it, the women in our program today have laid it all on the line at some point or another, taken risk of some sort. Take Julie SCHOENFELD, for example. Started several businesses. She's a serial entrepreneur. And take Deborah Benton, a pioneer in new industry and e-commerce. She's done it several times. And take BERENICE. She is saw a sparkle in someone's eye and decided to go with it and build a business out of it, and is now one of the fastest companies, growth companies in LA. Or take VOOGHT, who is a CFO at Red Bull and has been there quite some time and really helped grow the business. So we have an incredible program and a fabulous panel. With that, I'd like them to please come up. Angie Wilson, would you please come up, and everybody else, please.
Gary, thank you so much for that introduction. I don't know how you do it, but you always come up with such an incredible panel of women leaders for these events. And I've, as you mentioned, been part of the organization in one way or another for the last 3 years, and you never cease to amaze me with the talent that you find through your network. So thank you for all you do, and for it's a proud partnership we have with you and the organization is how I would describe it. Briefly about myself, and then I want to turn it over to our fabulous panel. I'm so pleased to be able to be sitting up here with such incredible women leaders. But first, a little bit about myself. I am a partner with Ernst & Young in Los Angeles. I focus in our audit practice, and I do mostly healthcare and life science.
Hi everyone, my name is Julie SCHOENFELD, and I'm the CEO of Perfect Market, which is a spin-out of Idea Lab, and a venture-backed company that helps publishers make more money online. And as Daria said in her introduction, this is my third turn at running a small company and founding small companies. And really the only thing you need to do when you're the CEO of a small company, it's really the only thing, is not run out of money. And so I am pleased to say that I have raised about $100 million from various vehicles over my 3 companies. And so I took it seriously when someone said, just don't run out of money. So that became my distinct confidence.
That's a tough act to follow. My name is Deborah Benton. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of a company called ShoeDazzle.com. I've been with the company, I met the founder probably about 3 months after he had launched. And I joined the company, there were about 20 people, 10 people were customer service, and 10 people were not customer service. We're about just over 200 people now, and over the course of 2.5 years, we've raised about $60 million. So that's been a very interesting experience that I think we're going to talk about in a little bit. I think what Daria said is very interesting. The whole idea of taking a little bit of risk for a whole lot of reward is very true. And what I have found mostly in my career is women tend to not want to take so much risk. They tend to, for whatever reason, take a path that has less risk. And I think what we see the dominance of males rising up, taking more risk, being at the executive level. So I hope throughout the course of this discussion, this panel this evening, and certainly afterwards, if I can encourage women to the point that it's comfortable for them, encourage them just to take a little bit more risk because the rewards are there.
Hi everyone, I'm VOOGHT. It's actually pronounced VOOGHT. Originally from Belgium, from the Dutch part. but you can call me Anne. I've lived in the United States for almost 18 years. Right now I'm the Vice President of Internal Audit for the global company of Red Bull, which is more than just a beverage company, but most people probably only know the beverage side of it. Started my career with Red Bull about 14 years ago. 9 years as a CFO, just for the local subsidiary of North America, so for the beverage side. And pretty much saw the company grow from when I started from 13 million in unit sales to 1.3 billion, just in the North America beverage side. So it was 9 years. I was part of the, I wasn't only the CFO, I was also part of the management board, and pretty much my job over those 9 years was a lot of implementing systems and tools and processes for this fast growth. So it's been a great ride those 9 years, and then I was very fortunate to then I was asked to work directly for the parent company based out of Austria. So also back to Europe, but still based out of LA. So I have global responsibilities right now. It's called as a Vice President of Internal Audit, although the Internal Audit word doesn't really describe what I'm doing. I'm pretty much, it's more internal management consultancy, risk management, and management advisory. So for all the different entities in the Red Bull world, not only the beverage side, because there's a lot more to Red Bull. We have, which I can talk about later if you'd like, but we also recently launched a media company. So we have our own TV channel, print magazines, and have a full-blown media company.
I'm Berenice Officer, CFO of DOGSWELL. First of all, I'd like to say I'm really flattered to be on the panel with these great women. This is my first real venture, not as large as these other ones, but we're trying to get there. DOGSWELL is a company that makes food and treats for dogs. On the healthy side, Happy Hips and Vitality are our main brands. I've been involved as the CFO of the company and as the pretty much operations and finance of the company, not since the very beginning, but almost, so about 2 years after the company started. So I had to create all the systems when I first started. I was the only person there, so I was doing deposits, processing orders, and taking care of all the inventory, and now there's teams of people and processes in place that have helped us grow. And it's been a real pleasure to be at DOGSWELL and provide jobs in Los Angeles and just be a good, just a simple company that makes a good product and sells it. So we're really, really, really pleased.
Great. So now we're going to get right into the questions, and I'm going to leave the questions for a while, and then towards